Give
This meeting is
everyone
being
just a
recorded.
second to come in, and then we will get started. All right. All right, so good afternoon. First, just want to say thank you everyone for joining us today. We're really excited that you are here. Oops, one of y'all can grab that. That'd be awesome. There we go. Thank you. My name is Jenna. I'm the sales manager here at Jenesis. So, whether you are already familiar with us or you're learning about Jenesis for the first time, today's webinar is designed to give you a look at two solutions. One that will help your agency operate more efficiently through the agency management system, and another solution that will help grow your business through the AMM agency marketing product. We will begin today's webinar with Joe, who will share a live demo of JenesisNow, our agency management system. And then Joe will introduce you to Steph, who will walk you through Agency Marketing Machine, also known as AMM. And that is our digital marketing solution that is designed specifically for insurance agencies. Be sure to stick around all the way until the end because we will also be sharing an exclusive offer for just being on today's webinar. If you have any questions during the presentation, please feel free to drop them in the chat at any time. We will get to those as we go. We will also be having a Q&A session at the end of the webinar as well. So with all that being said, Joe, I will turn it over to you.
Howdy, thanks everybody for joining. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. So I think we have a mixed bag of people here. Some of you may already be working with Jenesis in some capacity, whether it's with one of our agency management systems, website offerings, marketing stuff. So as Jenna was saying, we're gonna cover a few different things today. My whole goal is to get through JenesisNow, which is our core product, our agency management system. So I do one of these demos a month. I usually just have a full hour. So appreciate your patience as I'll be going through a different flow of things today. So a little bit about us for those that don't know already. We are owned independently by Eddie and Lisa Price, as pictured here, their husband and wife. Basically, Eddie had his own agency in North Carolina back in the 90s, programmed his own system to help his agency, and it's evolved to what we see today. So we really lean into the personal side of things here. We look at this as like a partnership. So as you can see reflected here in our Google reviews, we have a really strong reputation in the industry. So yeah, we just want to be transparent when it comes to presenting really any product, but especially the agency management system. There's a whole lot of considerations. So for those that are considering JenesisNow, this will just be somewhat of a starting point. Christy and I will be circling back with everybody here. We will want to schedule a more detailed one-on-one demo with your agency to talk about your specific needs. So JenesisNow is web-based. This is the dashboard that we see when we sign in. With it being a web-based system that gives you access from anywhere, so whether it's a tablet, phone, computer, as long as you have internet access and a device with a browser, you'll have access to your system. This is what we see when we sign in. This is our dashboard. Each person on your team will have their email address, attached to their profile, and they can adjust their dashboard based on what they want to see. They can move cards in whatever position they want. We can adjust the size. We can click on the title and rename them. We can also come down to the bottom and select this plus icon. You have a ton of different options here for these dashboard cards. So you could have as many as you want or zero. It's totally up to each user and what they want to see. A good example of how the dashboard works, you can see I have pending renewals right here. This is going to show us a highlight or a snapshot of information around policies coming up for renewal. It's going to give us some key information, including a premium change. So we're going to see a red value if there's an increase here, green if there's a decrease. That's going to calculate automatically whether we're manually entering in the new term or if it's something that's coming in through an Ivans download. If I hit the gear wheel up at the top right of this card or any other dashboard card, I can adjust the filters. So you can see here, I have mine bringing in all policy types coming up for renewal, but I could also bring in separate date ranges here, or as I should have finished saying, I can focus on a specific policy type here, or we could have several of these cards and break it out based on a different policy type in each card. As I was saying, date range, line of insurance, you could have one card for personal, a separate for commercial, policy owner, change type. We can even specify the exact columns that we see in the card itself. So we do have a full report section, which we'll show you. We can get much more detailed around the renewals there. The dashboard card here is just a good example, or I guess this pending renewal card is just a good example of how the dashboard works by keeping things in front of us at all times. Now, if we click on anything in this card, I just clicked on one of my last viewed clients and it brings us into this client profile. We have a people card up in the top left here. You can add as many people to this as you need. Insureds, co-insureds, drivers, beneficiaries, totally up to you. You can add a business entity here and also generate commercial proposals. I can add multiple addresses, and then here's all the policies and quotes that they hold with your agency. I apologize, mine's sloppy. I have a lot of pending quotes. You can search, you can toggle between line of insurance here. I can toggle, or I can select which things I'm seeing based on different policy types. We can add a new policy here with the plus icon. You simply indicate the state, policy component, and then you get some commonly used policy types as shortcuts here. This center card would link an office location, client status, source, producer. You get like a comment box that shows up as like a yellow sticky note color once you type into it. From the client profile, we can text and email them. So you can see that we have delivery method options up at the top, whether it's an email, text, or even printing a letter. It's going to bring in the contact information here. You can bring in company contacts in. We have Chat GPT built into this area. Of course, you can add your signature. And then over to the right, all of the documents associated with this client will list, so I can include them as an attachment for any outgoing text or email. All the cards over on the right can be moved in the position that we want. I can push things over to the center as I have with receipts and invoices. So if you're using our two-way email integration, the sent message will show up here at the client profile. When they reply to that message, that will be in your email inbox, but it's also going to come back into the profile that we started the thread or conversation from originally. Same thing happens for text messaging. Below that, we have our document storage. You get unlimited data storage with us. The price is the price. Same idea applies to text and emails. There's no limit based on outgoing text and email volume. Your notes here, I can mark notes critical to where they're in red and stay at the top of this list. You have a bunch of different system generated notes that'll happen based on the activity, but you can hide those as you see I've done up here. And then, yeah, we can link client profiles, which is nice. I could jump over to this individual's brother and then have access to all their policies too. So yeah, from there, if we go into a policy, how it works at the policy screen, everything up in this top section is going to be the exact same across all policy types. So policy number, carrier, parent company or broker. You can split producer commissions up to 3 per policy. Terms, dates, policy statuses, source, premiums, taxes, fees. I can set up a payment schedule here, and we can even send out reminders based on around like upcoming or past due payments. So again, top section's the same for every policy type. This bottom section will have a different layout based on each policy type and what we need to track. I apologize, I pulled up the wrong example. You should see a list of all coverage here, and you can see vehicles and drivers. Of course, we can open this up and see this as a VIN number lookup, and then you have all the vehicle coverage. How the system works is that we have all the cards over on the right that are essentially the same ones that we just reviewed on the previous client screen. It's just that from here, I would only see things in these cards related to this policy only. So notes, suspenses, they're all blank now, but it would drill down based on this policy only. I can still text and email things out from here, but it's just going to give me a shorter list of possible documents to attach. If we are receiving a download for this policy, this will adjust, or the download will adjust the policy status, and everything in the screen will align with what the carrier has. We can work with a few comparative raters with us. We do integrate with PL Rating and Turbo Rater in all 50 states. So as you can see, we can take the information from this screen, whether it's a policy or a quote, and push things into the rater. I have Turbo Rater integrated with mine. So same process would apply with PL rating. For any agency that is based in North Carolina, feel free, or we do have our own rater that we're working with. We're building it. It's called JRater. So it's auto insurance only. It's at no extra cost for any agency in North Carolina. And we can quote through 5 or 6 different companies there. So yeah, should have a few different rating options for you. If we go and go up to the top right and search for a client, you can see that I'll see the client name and the business listing. If we jump into their profile, same layout as what we saw with the personal example, they just have some business information listed. If we come in and look at a policy, as we said, top section's the same for every policy type. Bottom section has a different layout than what we saw with our personal auto example. If we come up here to the top and select Accord Forms, it's going to bring in the client's name that we're working with since we're accessing this from their profile. I can search for the accord that we want to use by the number or title. It does give us a key indicating how much information that will pre-fill from the system onto the form. We can select the document. It'll then start pre-filling the accord form, or it'll give us a list here of all their active policies if I'm doing a cert. It'll then start pre-filling the accord form here. I can make edits at this point if we need to. If we scroll down, we'll see a list of all cert holders that I've used previously with this insured. So if I need to send something out, I can highlight them and hit generate. I can email things out with one click, or of course we can open up that document and make any edits before sending it out if we need to. So if we scroll back up, you'll see a list of all the forms that we've generated previously for this client. I can search for other people right here, but here's our cert that we just did. We have plenty of options to edit, copy, view, print, email. We can even save things to the document or media file section under the policy that we started from. So yeah, from there, if we go look at some reports, these would be all the different base reports that we give you here as your starting point: accounting, book of business, commission, download log, payment detail. I haven't looked at them yet or gone over them, but we do give you invoicing and receipting in the system. So the payment detail and invoicing would of course apply to those. Policy terms, generation, transaction log. You do have a time clock in the system. So you can see we have a report associated with that. If we go and look at a simple example, like a policy detail report, you have possible columns over to the left. In the center will be our report columns that appear in our report. And people like the reporting with us because you're essentially building the report that you want by adding the columns that are important to you and then setting up filters, as we'll see. So I can shuffle those back and forth, or just hit the little arrows to do the same. I can move them in whatever order we want on the report itself. And then we can also bring things over to the far right, and I can create filters around each column. So whether it's bringing in different statuses, policy type, date ranges, it's quite customizable as far as setting up the columns and filters. So from there, if we go and run a report, everything will present as a hyperlink. So if I come in here and if I click on this policy number, it's going to jump us to that in a new tab. We can email, export, and print this. Back on this previous screen, I can choose to memorize the report. So if it's something that I've gone in and built and I want to use this report regularly, I can give it a name. It would then appear in this list of memorized reports. And then, as you can see, I can just click on it and it already has the filters set up that I want to work with. We can also schedule reports to run automatically. So if you want like a renewal or cancellation report to be sent to you via email once a week or once a month, you can do that. So I will wrap up with showing the automated marketing section. So this is cool. We just redesigned this. This looks a little bit different. So we have all these campaigns that are built into the system. Birthday, new customer, annual review, renewal reminders. You have cross-selling efforts in here, cancellation campaigns, and a single run. So it's really simple. you have an email and text column. So you just determine the delivery method and then indicate which clients we want to have received the campaign. So this would send a happy birthday email and text on their birthday to everyone that's in these statuses. If you don't want to include prospects, you can just remove them. From there, if we go down to the bottom, you can see we also give you a single run campaign. This is just for any custom message that you may want to send out agency-wide. So you could send out things based on holidays, or maybe you're closed for a power outage. But you also have the option to send things out based on certain filters. So I could bring things in based on carrier, client and policy status, policy types, and things like that. So yeah, as we're going to look at here in a little bit, there are a ton of different options that agencies can consider for marketing options. So this is just one of them built into the agency, as Steph will demo here in a little bit. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff that we're rolling out that goes way beyond that. So I guess, Jenna, do we want to stop and pause? I think I wrapped up a little quicker than expected. Do we want to give anybody the opportunity to ask questions about Jenesis before I hand things off to Steph?
Yeah, for sure. If
Cool.
anybody has any questions, you can post them in the chat. If you want to come off mute, you can come off mute. That's okay with us too. But any questions before we, about the agency management system, before we transition over to the digital marketing products? Going once, going twice. Again, if you do have questions, even throughout Steph's, presentation during the demo, you can feel free to post those in the chat too. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Steph, you wanna take it away?
Absolutely. And could you stop sharing, Joe, so that I could share? Thank you so much.
Yep.
And let's go here. Everybody see that? Okay,
yep.
Great. Welcome. So good to see you all. Joe, thanks for that terrific demo. I love seeing it because it's just such a great way to keep operations for an agency on track, and it has so many wonderful variables along with it. We're just going to change gears a little bit now and talk about marketing to grow your agency, to retain and to grow. And a lot of folks wonder why the heck they should listen to us. And it's really because we've been doing this for almost 13 years now, exclusively for insurance agencies. We literally wrote the book on marketing for insurance agencies. So if you would like a copy of our best-selling book, Agents of Change, Rethinking Insurance Agency Marketing, we would love to send it to you. Just open up your chat and type in AOC for Agents of Change, and we will be sure that you receive a complimentary copy of that. We have a very comprehensive program because as we've talked with agency owners and leadership members throughout all these years, we found that y'all really have the same concerns and the same challenges that you're hurdling day after day, month after month, and year after year. And of course, the proper marketing, how to retain your clients, how to nurture your clients, and how to do that in the best way possible. Marketing execution is a big one because you're probably doing something over here with this company and something over here with this company, but bringing it all under one roof with multiple systems that are working together seamlessly, that gives you a power that really nothing else has. So this is what we're going to be taking a look at. We actually have 12 different components to our AMM program. It is a marketing complete system that will drive your agency forward. And we're going to go through each of these very quickly, one by one. So we have three main steps with the AMM program, and the first one is improving your local authority and branding. It is so crucial for any agency out there. And our very first component is our branding and website design engine. Whether you have a website already or not, if you look at your website and you look at your competitors' websites, are you really standing out? Is your website memorable? Does it invite people in? Is it warm? Does it show personality? Is it highly functional? Does it give people reasons to do business with you over XYZ agency down the street? This is the type of website that we will roll out for you in 45 days. It's a collaboration between you and us, something that you will be excited, your team will be excited to direct people to, something that leaves a fond memory for visitors and make people want to do business with you. And all the marketing initiatives that we're going to be talking about are going to be run off of your website, showing how extraordinary you really are to visitors. All right, we've got the beautiful website. Let's take that puppy out for a spin with some ad targeting. And we actually have two parts to our ad targeting system. The first is retargeting, and that means showing your ads to all of the visitors who visit your website after they leave. I'm sure you've all been on Amazon or some other product site, looked something up, and then ads for that product follow you around. That's what we're talking about here. In that first 45 days, when we're creating your website, we're also going to be creating your branded ads using your logo, your colors, that are all about these value-added services, marketing initiatives that track very well for people. And people who visit your website will be seeing these over and over and over and over again, turning your agency into a household brand name that's synonymous with insurance. We can also show these ads to a prospect list of up to 5,000. And that will warm them up beautifully as they see you over and over again. Again, thinking that you are the go-to agency in town. You must be the big dogs because they're seeing you everywhere. Every business in America should be retargeting and ad targeting, and certainly every service industry business like an insurance agency. Okay, we all know reputation is everything with an insurance agency, and 97% of consumers today say that they check online reviews for businesses prior to doing business with them. Of course, Google is king. We all know that, right? So we actually use a customer satisfaction survey process that is awesome, because instead of saying, hey, can you tell us how great we are and leave us a Google review? Yuck. It says, can you please let us know how our service was? It's a much kinder, gentler ask. It makes people want to take that survey. It's only 2 questions. This is an interactive email that you can send to your brand new clients when they're all excited because they just wrote a policy with you. We will also do a drip campaign to your current clients so that they're touched once a year with this as well, so that we can keep tabs on their satisfaction with you for retention purposes. So they get the email. Please let us know how we're doing so far. How would you rate our service and support? 5-point scale, whatever number they click on, and we assume it's going to be the 5. They are then taken out to the survey. The 5 is already filled in, and they go to the next question, which is, how likely are you to recommend friends and family to us? Now, this is a 10-point scale because this develops your net promoter score, which some very smart people at Harvard University determined is a key indicator of future retention. We know how important that is to an agency, right? And that's it. Then we just thank folks. But for everyone who has rated you as a 5 on that first question, all they have to do is click submit. The Google review box will open automatically, and they can rate you there, of course, the same 5 that they left on the survey. And we're going to keep track of all of those reviews from Google. They will populate here into Engage, which is your hub for all things marketing with AMM. Now, the cool thing, JenesisNow that Joe just showed you, the clients from in there are going to be flowing seamlessly from JenesisNow into Engage for further marketing automation capabilities. Super cool, right? So we also, underneath all of your reviews there, which you can even respond to by our insurance savvy AI chatbot, Lickety Split, we're also going to keep track of those surveys because those are all about future retention. And we keep all of the stats for you. Your account manager will go over this with you every month. Okay, we've gone through our website, our ad targeting and retargeting, and our reputation management with your Google reviews, calculating your NPS scores. Let's move along now to what most agency owners tell me is the thorn in their sides, and that's social media. It is a necessary thing today because actually 75% of all people say that your brand's social media presence is more important to them today than it was even last year. We will get admin status on all of your social media platforms, and we will be posting consistently for you. Right? That's one major thing off of your plate. And we're going to be posting things, guys, that are actually interesting, which means, I'm sorry, they're not about insurance. People are in social media to be motivated, inspired, to get a laugh, to feel good. That's what these posts are all about most of the time. Very little about insurance. They will also be about your marketing initiatives that drives traffic back to your website, helping your website metrics, making you more highly recommendable in Google's eyes, translating to better ranking on Google. And our clients really love that we take that over for them. We can also do custom posts for you if you have team birthdays, work anniversaries, anything like that, or you could still post yourself additionally. Okay, you probably know that you should be making videos. It's all you've been hearing about for the last several years, right? But it's the time, it's the money, it's the expertise. We have you covered with our FAQ video engine. We've already researched all of the important keywords that people are typing into that Google search bar. We've come up with a list of those topics for you. We've also recorded a whole library of videos that you can utilize yourselves. We have spokesmodel videos as well as whiteboard, you know, those cool drawing videos that people love to watch. And you can record yourself from our platform. We're even going to brand and transcribe these videos for you so they're distinctive and push them out immediately for you to all of your social media sites, as well as they will live on your website's blog. Google really, really loves video content, all those SEO rich keywords, and it will help you rank a whole lot better. It also gets that know, like, trust factor going with folks before they even meet you. So we're back at Engage here in our FAQ video engine. This person has selected a video on life insurance and a spokesmodel video. You can add your logo in color or black and white, wherever you want it to go on the screen with a click of a button. That's usually determined down there on the right by the nice background that you select to replace that green screen. And we're even going to record a super cool intro and outro video for you. It's just that few seconds of smooth professionalism that really make your videos stand out. And here you can see underneath that is a completed video that one of our clients recorded himself. And all he has to do is click that blue button and it will generate a transcription for all those moochie keywords that we want Google and AI to be picking up on. Underneath that, you just check off where you want us to post it for you, and you are off and on about your day. We can also float you some questions prior to your account meeting every month with your account manager. You're already on the meeting on video, you're talking. We can ask you those prearranged questions and then edit, and we have video content for you. Didn't even take any more of your time. We're doing all the heavy lifting. All righty. Now, while all of those engines were revving, getting you greater authority and credibility, as well as visibility out there in the digital world, let's talk about bringing in some more leads, because these engines are revving all the time as well. And the cherry on top of the AMM program, guys, this is what we're known for from coast to coast, is our referral engine. This process has now generated well over 148,000 quoted referrals and generated over $1.2 million for local community causes. Our clients use this every day, every week, every month, every year to bring in more great referrals that are going to close terrifically, raise their reputation, and satisfy people's philanthropic need with worthy cause marketing. It is the single most effective form of marketing in the world, which is why most major corporations engage in it. And we're going to help you partner with local nonprofits and families in need to generate referrals for your agency. So get yourself suited up with your superhero capes. We will turn you into agents of change, doing good in your community. And we will have a rewards program that's on your website that simply says in your voice, for everyone you recommend to us who receives an insurance quotation, we'll donate X number of dollars to our current community cause campaign on your behalf. $10 to $25. Most of our clients do 10. But this gives your team a reason to ask. They're enthusiastic to ask, and people love giving you referrals because they feel philanthropic then. Now, everyone typed in there on your rewards form is going to automatically populate back in our Engage platform. If you mark them as quoted, it will keep a running tally of how much you're going to donate to the cause at the end of the quarter, so you don't have to worry about keeping track of that yourselves. We can help you identify a cause if you and your team don't already support local causes. We create an entire campaign around it. It is going to be on your website, in your social media, in your monthly magazine for clients. We'll get to that. And then we change up the cause generally every quarter. We found that that's a great length of time to raise funds and visibility for these worthy nonprofits. You attract new supporters with new campaigns, and it keeps everything fresh for you, your team, your customers, your community, and your business partners. All righty, working our way around this wheel of services. We are now through our referral program and on to our next biggest source of untapped leads with our concierge engine. This is all about local business partnerships. Think about it, guys. Local business owners are terrific sources of referrals. They have their own personal needs, their own commercial needs. They have family, they have friends, they have customers. We help you to build better, stronger, deeper relationships with them, just like nonprofits, customers, your community, by giving them free marketing on your behalf. A number one need of all small businesses. Now, they love that so much, and they're so grateful that they want to send you all of the referrals they can, and chances are pretty darn good that they're going to want you to quote their own policies as well. This is another big game changer for our clients. Instead of saying, show me the money like XYZ agency, you're saying, how can we help out our community, families in need, worthy nonprofits, other commercial businesses? We all need to stick together, and that's what it's all about. We are going to develop a concierge program, a directory for your website. It's your own Angie's list of all of the other highly recommended businesses in town folks can turn to when they have a need. We create a dedicated landing page for them, which ranks very well on Google. A lot of times people go to your concierge program when they're looking up a service rather than this partner's website. And we're also going to give them a most loved business of the week shout out in social media. We tag them in, they like and comment and share it with their audiences. So you're getting in front of new, fresh people all the time. We're also going to create an ad for your monthly magazine that goes out to all of your clients, which we'll take a look at in just a minute. If you think about all the businesses that you're surrounded by every day, how many of them do you think would love some free marketing? Pick me, right? Okay, in the same vein is our Casa Custom Gifts program, because we learned very early on that the group of professionals in town who could really help out a P&C agency are mortgage lenders and realtors, right? Typically those homeowners policies bundle, and now you're cross-selling and it's worth a whole lot more. So what we do is solve their biggest problem, which is their own customer thank you gifts. And we have this group of 8 beautiful quality thank you gifts that you send to the homeowner on that professional's behalf once you close the referral that they have sent to you. All of the gifts are $25 each plus shipping. With that, you get a really wonderful relationship with those folks in town who can really keep your team fat and happy, right? And the reason this works so well is that not only are they high quality, but everything is monogrammed with the homeowner's own monogram or last name. So it lives on in their home, leads to repeat business and referrals, which means more referrals for you to work. Guys, we have clients who have sent out over 1,500 gifts with this program. Imagine all the policies that represents being written by the agency. It's a winner if you choose to utilize it. All righty, local SEO. This is the only thing I'm going to show you today that is not included in our program. It's an add-on, but it's such a vital add-on for so many agencies that I just wanted to show you briefly that we can do this along with all of your other digital marketing, because local SEO is all about your local area owning it so that you get more phone calls from Google, more clicks through to your website, more credibility. If someone goes to look you up on Google and there are numerous agencies ahead of yours in the ranking, they're going to think they're more credible than you are, right? It's all about free leads. Free leads are being generated by Google every day to insurance agencies across the country. We want to make sure these are coming into your agency in your pocket. Okay, we are now through the next portion of our services and on to our final three. Now it's all about increasing retention. Retention is everything with an insurance agency. We all know this. I think you realize that you could use anything I've already shown you to increase your retention. It's helping your reputation, right? It's nurturing your prospects, your customers, your business partners, and your community at large. Looks real good for you. We're going to put some special attention to this, though, and I'm happy to say our clients see a very sweet bump in retention. Here's one who actually had a 3.5% increase in retention, which meant an almost $3.5 million extra profit in his pocket just over that increase in retention. It's not always about new customers, right? It's holding on to the customers that you already have, which means nurturing them. So we do that through our magazine engine. If you and your team are not nurturing your customers, think about it. They're getting bombarded by email marketing every day from other agencies in town. How often are they hearing from you? At renewal time, maybe a birthday card or birthday email. That's not enough to make them feel part of the agency family. And if there's no nurturing relationship with you, think they're going to call somebody else and see if they can save some money if they get an attractive email? You bet they are. This is why we create every month for you our beautiful Our Hometown magazine. Bright, vibrant covers that get people's attention and get them talking. This is an 8-page digital magazine that we email for you every month out to your clients, keeping you top of mind, keeping your retention sky high. It's that warm hello from you every month that makes them feel like you see them, you care about them, and you're there for them. It also keeps referrals sky high as people send this on to others because they think there's an article they would like. Like our social media strategy, guys, this is not about insurance. This is driving value to their own daily lives. So we're going to be having caricatures made during your first 45 days that we're doing your branding. And we're going to be using those in the articles that our copywriters write along with your name. So it's all about building that fun agency family. We start off with that powerful feel-good stuff, your worthy cause marketing campaign. We do a fun events board that can be customized for your area if you choose to. We talk about your rewards program, a great seasonal recipe. Everyone's always looking for new recipes, right? And then a variety of fun and engaging articles, puzzles, games, quizzes that most folks are going to get a kick out of seeing. We can even do a custom article for you. We can write it for you. We just need to know the direction that you want to go. And then that inside back cover, which is always coveted ad space, is for your concierge partners. These local business partners of yours don't have to lift a finger for these ads. They're extremely grateful for this visibility that you're giving them into all of your customers. And then the back ad is for you, right? Every month it's different. It's cute and quirky and going to bring a smile, or it's heartwarming, but it's remembering people that you are there for them and that you have their backs. Okay, our promo engine. I think you probably saw in there that they were giving away $1,000 Amex card, and that's what we do for you. We put up $1,000 prize at AMM, and you can participate in 6 drawings a year. So every other month of the year, you can have a new exciting $1,000 prize up for grabs. And what we do is we bundle together a handful of our clients to make it more affordable for us. But your entries have a much better chance of winning than anything else they're going to enter on the internet. And it really keeps excitement and fun high for the agency. So we get their interest through the prize. And then while we have them, what kind of leads do you want coming in during that month? We have multiple opportunities for different leads through each of these categories here. And we have people say, hey, man, I can't take any more leads this month. Then we can do a Facebook likes and recommendation, or we can bring in some more Google review, 5-star Google reviews through your customer satisfaction survey. This is another thing you're going to be talking with your account manager every month and strategizing, collaborating with them. And it's all brought together with our email engine. Don't let anybody fool you. Email marketing is still highly effective. So we're going to be sending out for you your monthly Our Hometown magazine to all of your clients, your warmed prospects, your business partners. We will also send out the emails for your bi-monthly luxury prize promos. We will send out that drip campaign so your clients are touched once a year with the customer satisfaction survey, which will help your retention. Any other email campaigns you might like us to help with, we're happy to do that as well. And that's it from me, Jenna. I'm turning it back over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Steph. Thank you both, Steph and Joe. Any questions before we wrap up? I do want to open up the floor for questions. So if there's anything you'd like us to clarify, or if you have questions about either JenesisNow or Agency Marketing Machine, go ahead and drop those in the chat. You're also welcome to come off mute if you would like to do that too. So any questions before we move on to the fun part? All right. Maybe our only webinar without questions, possibly. All right, so as promised, we do have an exclusive offer for everyone who attended today's webinar. Steph, will you go ahead and share that for me, please, ma'am? Thank you so much. So for Agency Marketing Machine, the AMM digital marketing product, we are offering that service for just $9.95 per month. That includes everything aside from the local SEO that Steph mentioned. That includes everything in this package that you're seeing here on the left. So $9.95 per month, that is reduced from the regular price of $15.95 per month. And for JenesisNow, we are completely waiving your setup fee, which is a savings of $200 per user. That's our typical setup fee, is $200 per user. So this offer is valid only for the next 7 days, which is through next Friday, August 21st. That's how long we're running this promotion here for you webinar attendees. This is a bundling offer. So if you're interested in one individual product, we can certainly have that conversation around that specific product. But for this specific offer, it does include both of these services. If you are interested in this offer, if you want to go ahead and type interested in the chat, you can do that. That is not a commitment. That just lets us know to reach out to you first. You'll be one of the first ones that we reach out to. With that being said, if we did not get a chance to connect today, one of our team members will personally reach out over the next couple of days to follow up so they can answer any additional questions that you may have, discuss whether either of these solutions would be, a good fit for your agency. So, but yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I would just thank you again for spending part of your day with us. We truly appreciate your time, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, folks.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
You.
Hey.